This is Mindfulness with Richard Clarke. Listen, reflect, and deeply meditate. At some point, the relationship with the body begins to change. What once felt reliable may now feel uncertain. Sensations that were ignored become more noticeable. Limitations appear. Along with this can come frustration, grief, even quiet resistance. The mind may compare what is now with what once was. Yet, within this changing experience, another possibility opens. Instead of relating to the body through judgment or control, you can meet it with kindness, not as an idea, but as a direct, felt response. Today we explore loving kindness towards the aging body. If this supports you, like the video, subscribe, ring the bell, and share your reflection in the comments. Welcome. This is Richard Clarke. Today's session will be on loving kindness towards the aging body. The body changes over time. This is not a problem to be solved. It is a reality to be met. Yet, the way you meet it makes all the difference. Many people carry an unspoken expectation that the body should remain stable, capable, and responsive the way it always has been. When this expectation is not met, tension arises. There may be subtle disappointment, frustration, or even a sense of betrayal. The body no longer follows old patterns and the mind reacts. It doesn't like it. Mindfulness brings this reaction into view. As you really notice your body, you begin to notice not only the physical sensations, but the emotional responses that accompany them. A stiffness in the joints may be followed by irritation. Fatigue may be followed by discouragement. These responses are natural, yet they create an added layer of suffering. Loving kindness offers a different way of relating. Instead of meeting with a body with resistance, you meet it with care. This begins with simple acknowledgement. The body feels as it feels. Sensations are allowed to be present without immediately trying to change them. From this place, kindness can be introduced, not as a forced attitude, but as a gentle shift. You might inwardly say, "May this body be at ease. May this body be supported." These phrases are not magic. They are invitations to soften. Grief may arise as well. The loss of strength, speed, or ease can be felt deeply. Loving kindness does not bypass this. It allows grief to be present without becoming overwhelmed by it. Grief is recognized as part of the human experience, not as something to push away. Frustration may also appear. The body may not cooperate with your plans. Here, kindness becomes especially important. You're not trying to eliminate frustration. You are allowing it while not feeding it. The difference is subtle but powerful. Appreciation can grow alongside these experiences. Even with limitation, the body continues to support your life. Breath continues. The heart continues. Small movements are still possible. Attention to these simple functions can shift the overall tone of your relationship with the body. Notice what you have, not what you lost. From a deeper perspective, the body is an object in awareness. It changes, aids, and eventually fades. You, as awareness, remain unchanged. Recognizing this does not remove the need for care. It brings a different context. You can care for the body without believing it defines you. This understanding supports a balanced relationship. You can respond to the needs of the body without over-identifying with its condition. Care replaces control. In daily life, this may show up in small ways, moving more slowly without resistance, resting when needed without guilt, speaking to yourself with gentleness rather than criticism. Loving kindness towards the aging body is not about denying change. It's about meeting change with warmth. This transforms the experience. The body is no longer an opponent. It becomes something you walk with patiently and respectfully. Here's a guided meditation. Sit comfortably. Feel your feet making contact with the floor. Gently look around and name a few shapes or colors that you see. Notice one neutral or pleasant sensation in the body. Now allow the eyes to close and bring attention to the body as a whole. No need to focus on one point. Notice any areas of tension or discomfort and let them be present. Now bring gentle awareness to one area that calls for attention. Without trying to change it, simply feel it. Now introduce a soft intention. May this part of the body be held with kindness. Let the words be simple. Let them land where they can. If grief arises, notice it. If frustration appears, notice it. Ask quietly, can this too be met with kindness? Rest with whatever is present. Now expand attention to the whole body. Sense it as a living process. Notice that awareness is present throughout, and ask gently what is aware of this body. Rest in that awareness. Feel the room again and gently open your eyes, carrying this kindness with you. Let your body be as it is. Meet it with patience. Meet it with care. Nothing is gained through resistance. Kindness reveals a quieter way of being. Now, Tom, how was your meditation? How's your meditation been?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I would say interrupted. Definitely in my travel from the Mexico to the U.S., but hopefully this is the beginning of a more regularized approach.
That's very good. And again, it's hard to keep up meditation when you're traveling and when your life keeps changing every day, like it does when you're on the road.
Indeed. So thank you. I'm glad I made it today.
Well, me too. Me too. It's good to see you, even though I can't see you. And so now we're going to have a video appropriate for today's session. Aging is my superpower. It's a TED Talk.
Did you know that there are hundreds of thousands of more healthy, well-educated adults than ever before in human history? We're doing well. Aging is living. It's a healthy, powerful, lifelong process. Life expectancy is increasing around the world, not just because we're aging better, but because we're aging smarter. Growing old is an accomplishment that can bring you so much joy. Have you found joy in your life? Have you brought joy to others? If those lines sound familiar, it's because they're from a movie called The Bucket List. In The Bucket List, two elderly men met at a hospital where they were both told that they're dying of cancer. And they decided that they wanted to live out everything on their bucket list before they passed away. So they decided to do it together. At one point, they went to Egypt, and while in Egypt and admiring the pyramids, one of them, who was in deep thought and really thinking seriously about the life he lived, looked at the other and asked those two questions. Have you found joy in your life? Have you brought joy to others? Those questions touched my heart. I knew exactly how he felt. I knew exactly what he meant. And I think they're great questions to ask yourself when you're thinking about your life and your future. So I use them when I plan what's next in my life, because I'm a very active, outgoing person. I like to try new things, and I wanted to really make a list of what's next for me. However, I find that most of the people I know don't think that way. They don't make a list. They don't think about what's next in their life. Yale professor Dr. Becca Levy conducted research on the psychology of aging. And one question she would routinely ask people is, what comes to mind when you think of the elderly? What words do you think of? In the United States, the most common response was memory loss. We think of Alzheimer's when we think of someone who's aging. But in the other parts of the world, the answers were a lot more powerful, a lot more positive. In fact, in Japan, the most common response was wisdom. But you see, in Japan, they celebrate the elderly. They have holidays for the elderly. Family members put up billboards to commemorate milestone birthdays. They appreciate the wisdom of the elderly. They see the superpower. See, what we think about aging depends a lot on where we're from. For some reason, in this region, we like to focus in on the negative aspects of aging, and that's why we deal with so much ageism. And it's really embarrassing, especially when you're aging and you're passed up for promotions because of your age, or you're asked to retire early because of your age. You're not able to join certain groups and organizations. I know sometimes the comments can be subtle, very simple, but it hurts when your comments are dismissed. In fact, it's disrespectful. And I don't know why that happens, because in reality, as we age, we become more powerful. We get to know ourselves a lot better. We know ourselves very well. Self-knowledge is inner power, a superpower. So why do some people feel that there's a point where we become too old? They take the most knowledgeable, the wise, and experienced members and ask them to retire, then replace them with youth and inexperience. Good responses, good choices come from experience, and experience leads to excellence. So it's always best to go with the person who already knows. Stick with wisdom. Wisdom is the prize of aging. Our minds and bodies have suffered or survived threats that other people have left this world through. We've outlived other people. We're stronger, so we get to live longer. Some people think that the key to aging is to learn to accept change. I'm not one of those people. I've seen changes that should have been left alone. If it's not broke, leave it alone. But I feel the key to aging gracefully is to do things that make you happy, things that bring you joy. Now that's where the fun is. That's what keeps you young. You know, your latter years can be some of the most exciting years of your life. As you pass 50, you start to look at your life differently. You start to think of community. And a lot of us aren't aware of the fact that there are plenty of places you can go to just meet new people and try new things. There's a website called lifeexperience.com. I like that site because it introduces you to so many different organizations and groups that will teach you new things, where you can embark on new things. I have one friend that's taking golf lessons now. I know of a 90-year-old woman who just received her 5-star in karate, a 5-star black belt in karate. We're doing so many things. There are walking groups, there are swim groups. I swim now. I think it's the best exercise. I should have started this years ago. There are hiking groups, there's all sorts of groups that you can join. As you get older, you realize that different things have different meanings. You reevaluate your relationships, your values, your beliefs, all of the things that give you energy. You rethink those things. You can join community. There's one couple that put a dance floor in their home. They decided to put a dance floor in there because they love to dance. That's their exercise. And they became comfortable with a community of people, of seniors that love to dance just like them. So their home has become the dance hall. They have fun. That's what it means to find community. And that's why we should always focus on doing more with our life. All of the things that mean something to us are reevaluated as we age. While you evaluate, think of this. What if we do what we need to do to change society's mind about aging? What if we put up billboards and put signs on buses? Ageism exists because people are ageist. We need to put a stop to that. We're all aging. We need to inundate people with age-positive messaging. Let them know that they better hope they get there. Not everyone has that privilege. Now, I know that media is trying to help, and they have more commercials with seniors in it, and they do have shows. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Golden Girls. Those women enjoyed every day of their lives. There was never one show where someone was not happy to be alive. They all lived, they had all different lifestyles, and they all enjoyed their lives. And here lately we had Grace and Frankie. Completely different life, different challenges, but they enjoyed their lives. Don't let age stop you. So, I have a question. How do you look at aging? What do you think of when you think of aging? Keep in mind that your response can fundamentally change how you age. Your thoughts and beliefs can determine how well and how happy you live. So think about how you want to live. No one teaches us how to live happy. No one really tries to talk to us about doing things we enjoy. When people come to me, they want to make sure you took your meds. Did you take your meds? Did you eat today? Did you get up every hour and walk around? That keeps your bones from getting brittle. That's what people focus on, but they don't focus on what makes you happy. They don't focus on you valuing yourself. You're still here. Enjoy your life. As you get older, enjoy it. Realize it's just another chapter. Continue to enjoy your life. Now, I know that some of you are a little young and you're not quite there yet, so this is not an issue for you. But pray that you get there. And in the meantime, pay attention to the senior members of your life, the senior members of your family. Call your grandparents. Take them out to lunch. They would love it. They would brag about it. That's the way of showing them that you care, letting them know that you're there for them. Listen to them. Listen to what they have to say and let them know you appreciate everything that they've done for you. You appreciate the fact that they're still here and that you can spend time with them. Remember, you're their legacy. They might not talk about legacy. It might not seem like they're interested in leaving a legacy, but everyone wants to leave a legacy because leaving a legacy means that you've been here, that life meant something. Your life meant something to others other than yourself. It validates you. It reminds you that you're powerful. So do things that will let people see that you're still interested in doing more and living more and being more excited. I read an article about a 94-year-old woman that graduated from college this past spring. I thought, that is amazing. How awesome. Now that's powerful. I wanted to know more about this woman, what her life was like. What did she go through? Did she raise a family? So I Googled 94-year-old 2022 graduate. Do you know that several 94-year-olds graduated from college past spring? Powerful. I was surprised, but then I was also reminded that 10,000 baby boomers turn 65 per day. 10,000 per day. With numbers like that, you'll have 60, 70, 80, 90-year-olds graduating from college because we're living. A lot more of us are here, so a lot more of us will be doing things that people don't expect us to do. I'm here to challenge you. Let me ask you first. I'm going to give you a few questions that you can ask yourself. This will help you determine what's next. First, let me ask you, how do you want to be remembered? That's something to think about. Will those generations that follow you know that you've been here? How amazing a life are you living right now? What can you do that's never been done before? Think about it. What is it you think you need to do between now and the end of your life that will make you a legendary person? Do you care? Do you want to have impact? Everything you do from now to the end of your life will help you leave that legacy. It will help people remember you. What could you do that has never been done before? Do you want to be amazing? You can do whatever you want to do at any age. And as you're aging, you have a superpower. You have a super that has you here to do more with your life. There's something attached to your name that hasn't been created yet. You can do it. You know more than a lot of other people. Let me tell you, aging is a lot better than the alternative. You're still here. You survived COVID. You're still here. That depression didn't keep you in the hole. You know that there's more for you to do. I'm here to ask you to please focus on doing more. Stop thinking of an older person as someone that needs help up the stairs and someone who needs to be fed. We are still active. There's still a lot that we can do. It's never too late. I want you to think of one thing. One day, your life will flash before your eyes. Be sure that it's worth watching. That also came from the bucket list. I like that movie. Remember that you can do anything you want to do, no matter what your age is. You can do what you want to do because you're aging. And aging is your what? You got it. Thank you.
Okay, and now we're going to spend some time in meditation. Mindfulness is paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally. Just let things come, let them be there, and let them go when they pass. All right. And we'll close with a short chant. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Peace, peace, peace. All right. Thank you for joining me and have good meditations.
Thank you, Richard. Adios.
Adios.
Uh-huh.